It is the 41st millennium. Mankind battles for survival across the universe, besieged on all fronts by the heretic, the mutant, and the alien. In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. One faction of Space Marines stands amidst the chaos, the mightiest of the Emperor's warriors, and a beacon of light in the darkness. This legion, the 9th Legion of Adeptus Astartes, the Blood Angels. Hello, good afternoon. How's everyone doing? Michael. I get my 2-year-old with me today, so if you hear any noises in the background, you can fairly assume it's him. Good afternoon, folks. I have a little bit of time this afternoon. I got some Redeemer parts from eBay. Look at this. Oh, these actually look pretty crisp. Look at this. They didn't come with any instructions. I'm sure we can figure it out. I think we'll be able to figure it out, surely. These are high quality parts than I thought they would be. Cool. Look at this. I didn't want to have to spend like $60 getting a new Land Raider when I just needed some flamers for the side of it, right? So, there we go. Look at that. So the side bit, that'll fit in real nice there. And then is it just a case of... Oh, have you broken your transformer, Michael? Chill. Chill. It's not broken. Daddy fixed. Ollie. Are you just grunting at it now?
No.
No? Daddy'll fix it. Chill out. Hey, don't kick the computer, please, Michael. Come on.
No, Dad.
No, Dad? There you go. It's going to be a fun afternoon. So...
Make it again. Oh my God, again. Oh my God, again.
Yeah, these look very decent actually. I'm impressed. Look at that. I'm gonna keep my I'm also gonna be building this transformer for Michael. I'm gonna actually keep my bolters on the side of my Land Raider and just stick on flamers as well, so it's got both. There you go. And then I can run it as a Redeemer or a Crusader, right? That's my plan anyway. The quality of 3D printed parts is coming on something awesome. Like these parts look ridiculous. Trying to figure out where it would want to be, like where would it be stuck on, like that? Or then like that? Maybe at the bottom or the top? feel like it needs to be at the bottom so that there's a potential for the gun to wiggle in there a bit. Oliver, good afternoon. How you doing? I hope you guys enjoyed the Death Company video that I made yesterday. That was a fun one. So how far back do I want to stick these as well? Maybe like... I'm just going to try and stick it exactly halfway. That's my plan. Alright. I've got a couple of transfers I want to try and put on today as well. So it really just depends on how long my 2-year-old, he sat just off camera, how long he decides to behave. I think it'll just have to go in the middle so that it can move around and not hit other parts. I don't think I'm going to glue it so the guns can move in and out. Double flame storms, yeah. Do flame storms normally just have one flamer on them? Do you know what? I need to have a look at this, Jim. Do they normally just have one flamer on a flame storm? I assumed it was 2, because why else would it have sent 2? They must have 2, right? Land Raider Redeemer. Well, I mean, my Redeemer, I guess, is going to be better than the real Land Raider. I'm much earlier than usual, yeah, just because my wife has gone out. And, all right, so this will be, you'll know that this isn't a real Redeemer then, because real Redeemers have just one flame cannon on the outside, and then on the inside they have, I guess, what looks a little bit like a... I guess it looks a bit like a storage thing for the heavy flamer. Would that be the right thing to call it? It's funny that they don't, although they show you the sprues of the Land Raider Redeemer, I don't think they show you the sprues.
Daddy!
You made the car, Michael?
Yeah.
Well done. It's a fuel canister, yeah. Well, I don't have a fuel canister. I mean, I could maybe find a fuel canister. Just, why don't I start by sticking on the outside gun then? Because if I stick on the outside gun, like that. Yeah, let's do that to begin with then. Let's stick on the outside gun. It'll probably actually balance reasonably well like that, so I can probably... And maybe if I can find some sort of I know I've got a Ball Predator. I know that I've not used the flamers from the Ball Predator, so maybe there's some sort of flamer canister, or maybe from all the millions of kits that I've got, I could find some sort of canister that would make this look cool. I got 2 glues here, I'm not sure which is the better one actually. They're both Gorilla Glue though, so... Anyway, happy afternoon everybody, how are you all doing? How's 40k been treating you this week? The flamer sponsons on the ball have them? Then maybe I can use them. I have a Ball Predator box just behind me. So this is going to be a weird stream where I'm just here to say hi really. I am going to be trying to... Well, I really want my... Like, I keep playing the Redeemer, I keep using it week on week, so I feel like I've got to get the right sponsors on it, right? In America, you've not got out of bed yet? I mean, it must be pretty early in America. Like 6 AM on a Saturday? Right? I'm okay with you not being out of bed at 6 AM. That's fair. I didn't get up until 7:20 today, so... And I probably wouldn't have got up if my daughter didn't need to go to the toilet. Right, I'm gonna hold that for a minute. These are pretty cool parts though, I'm impressed. Because when I read on about it, because obviously these are from Etsy or someplace. Yeah, no, they are 100% from Etsy actually. When I read about it, the reviews were indifferent. Some people said like it almost fits like precisely with the Land Raider, but you always get one guy who's like, I don't like it. There we go. It's gonna balance and glue like that. Cool. Let's do the other one. It's 12 o'clock at night in Australia. Hello, good evening to you in Australia. I'm going to be properly announcing the GT we're running here in the next couple of weeks. I might actually keep these spare flamers. I don't know for what, but maybe it might be better to just put one flamer on and find some sort of gas canister. So it would need to be, that one's facing that way, so this one would face like that. But yeah, we've got quite a lot of interest in our GT, so it's going to be in June, and I'm going to be announcing it like properly this week, and I'm going to start working on the pack for it as well. Like the maps, the missions, that sort of thing. This is 100% a 3D print, but I think it's a very high quality 3D print. It was actually quite expensive. It was like, I think it was like $13.49, so that's probably close to $20. Because I think it's like 1.2 at the moment. So maybe not 20, maybe like $17. So it was quite a lot, it was quite expensive, but then buying a new Land Raider is also quite expensive, right? And I think 2 Land Raiders seems like plenty for Blood Angels. I'm actually really enjoying the double Land Raider list, like really enjoying it. Alright, cool, those 2 will stick. That was super easy. One single piece to glue. I've got these bits to glue on the other side, but we'll leave them for a few minutes. So I get 2 spare. I don't know why they... I guess they thought that you could make a double. Like the Redeemer needs more flamers, huh? I'm probably not going to stick those on, honestly. Let me see if I've got... I did also pull out all my transfer sheets. So I thought to myself, I'll do a couple of transfers while we're at it, maybe. I've got my Forge World transfer sheet here. A well-used transfer sheet. We might do something with that. Got one of these Dark Imperium transfer sheets here, again, a well-used transfer sheet. So we'll do something with that, I think. Yeah, let me push the green screen down because all my stuff's behind it. I'm actually getting more shelves in this room this week, so that's going to help so much. The guy was supposed to do it last week, but he failed me, so he's coming again this week to put more shelves into this room. So I have well, this is the leftovers of a ball predator. See, like, there's little flamers. They're like heavy flamers for the side of the ball predator. And I guess, look, we've got gas tanks here. Huh. I wonder if I snipped off those 2 gas tanks, like that, those 2 pieces stick together, do they? I do have the instructions for a ball predator. This is an ancient ball predator, by the way. Oh, they use different gas tanks. What the hell? What piece are those? Oh, they use these pieces. Oh, we could totally use them. Just stick them on the other side. That would look okay, you think? I mean, the big tank would be more difficult, I think, because I think we take these two little ones, we stick them somewhere on the side, and then that's a... Oh, the big ones are the turret tanks. Yes, they are. And I've still got the turret, and my Ball Predator actually doesn't have the flamer turret, so maybe we want to keep that so I could actually make the Ball Predator flamer turret at some point. Maybe if I buy like some second-hand parts. I know that I've also still got like a autocannon and a double las cannon on sprue here. I guess they're the other parts of the turret. I've actually got some sponson las cannons as well on sprue. Because I was thinking that my Ball Predator I'm not entirely sure. I'm not running Ball Predators all that much. I'm preferring Predator Destructors at the moment. I also have this guy on sprue. Look at this old dude. The Golden Demon 2020. So this guy's like 12 years old. I've got a Tycho in a yellow box, and I've got a Mephisto in a yellow box, all living in here with the Ball Predator. I have more models than I really have time, honestly. Jason says you need to find time to... I have a really sick television system, Jason. It's maybe not as good as the cinema, but I do have a sick television system, so I was thinking, like, I've got the first Dune movie, like the one from just a few years ago. I've got it on 4K, like 4K Steelbook. So I think what I'll do is I'll get the new one on 4. I really like the last one. I mean, I've always been a fan of Dune ever since. Michael, do you need help with your headphones, sweetheart? Yeah, 1 second. Sorry, my 2-year-old's in here with me today. 1 sec. I'll help you. You got it? Happy? He'll maybe make an appearance on the stream in a little bit. Yeah, no, I've got a like 60-inch television or something, and I've got a surround sound system, and I've got the PlayStation 5, which is a 4K player. So, I thought what I'd do is I'd get the... It's super hard to get to the cinema, man, when you've got a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. Babysitting's just a nightmare. My family don't do all that much babysitting for me. I think I've actually lost one of those las cannons though. I'm always losing things. I'd lose my head if it wasn't screwed on. That's annoying. It is what it is, I guess. Probably want to buy another Ball Predator because at some point I assume Games Workshop will stop making Ball Predators, right? As we move into everything's going Primaris all of the time sort of situation, whatever you call it. Alright. So I think what we'll do is we'll glue these... Well, do you know what? I'll clean these tanks up first. Hello Phil, Ray says I've been looking for a spare Ball Predator but not Single Pit's website has any in stock. I think you're probably just going to have to bite the bullet, Ray, and buy a Ball Predator. I mean, looking at that one there, I guess you get a bunch of extra flamer, you get a bunch of extra sponsons, because there's like 3 variants of sponsons. You get a bunch of extra turrets that you could maybe magnetize. I don't want to buy a Land Raider because Land Raiders are like giant, and the Land Raiders I've got actually aren't even painted, so I need to go paint my Land Raiders. But Land Raiders are big and take a lot of time and expensive, whereas I feel like a Ball Predator, it's probably like 40 bucks these days. I mean, it's not cheap, but it's not too expensive, right? If a Land Raider had been 40, I might have just bought another Land Raider, but because it's like 60, I was like, yeah, that's a bit much. Michael, stop hitting, please. Oh, you've paused your movie. Okay, there you go. If you press the space bar, Michael, that'll pause it. Yeah, I'm sure Dune will be awesome. I also have that like Govee backlight thing, which is pretty cool for the TV downstairs. So if you turn all the lights off, it like projects what's... Michael, stop kicking the PC. Michael, no! Stop kicking the PC, please. No. Listen to me, please. You'll see what it's like having a 2-year-old. You have to tell them the same thing friggin' 15 million times. Don't judge me. And it's like obvious stuff you have to tell them, you know, it's like I put a line on the floor in the kitchen and said to the kids, like, don't come across the line when the oven's open because the oven will be hot and you'll probably burn yourself. And like they come across the line all the bloody time, so it's like it's kind of is what it is, I guess. Alright, I'm going to stick these canisters on the other side. They actually fit kind of perfectly against that bit that's already hollowed out. I could file that bit off and make it flush. If I file that off and make it flush, I think it would actually still fit. So I'm going to file off like this little nook here. See, this is what I started my YouTube channel doing. Like, just hacking models apart to make things work. It's one of the things I find, I still find probably the most fun in 40k. I'm not the greatest painter, but if you give me a challenge in terms of like hacking some models together, or that I can do, that I'm good at. So yeah, just take your time and file. Beautiful. I hope you guys appreciate the length I go to get Wizzy Wings. I found these. I found these on eBay, sellers, and I want to say it was like $13.50 UK, including postage. And for some reason they actually came with a whole extra Flamestorm, so you could go double Flamestorm if you wanted to. But I found these I don't know what you would call them, like little I found these gas canisters or something off the Ball Predator. I think they came with the heavy flamers on the Ball Predator. So I'm doing a bit of conversion here to just make that happen. I figured because I just keep running the Redeemer week after week, the Redeemer's in my list, and obviously I'm proxying it with another model. I'd like to just stop having to proxy it, I guess. Yeah. A little bit of super glue. It's the worst when you can't get it to stick and you end up gluing your own fingers, isn't it? There we go. That'll do. That'll do nicely. I mean, it's not going to look like quite an official one, but when it's sprayed, I think it'll look good enough. Let's leave that out there to dry and do the other one. Let's get rid of these two. So yeah, for some reason it was $13.50, but it came with 2 extra Flamestorms. So I don't know what you could use these for, but I mean, I guess you could probably find a use for them. Maybe my camera's a little bit too low today. Let me lift it up a bit. I mean, that's right in front of my face. You go higher? Yeah. So 2 extra Flamestorms. No idea why, but it came with them. Hey Falk, how you doing? Crispy Delicious, good afternoon, how are you doing? He just finished converting 10 Infernal Death Company Marines to Infernal Pistols. I think everybody's going to be either doing that or just not caring about WYSIWYG anymore, I guess, right? 2 scoops would kit bash way more if you didn't have so much to paint. Yeah, I think I would as well, man. I'm forever painting. And it takes me so long. I looked at it, I think I started my heavy intercessors in September. So I've had these guys on the painting table for like... I have painted a couple of other little things in the midst, but like 6 months, man. I've been slow on these heavy intercessors. I don't ever think it's a way. Like I did 20 Vanguard veterans with. I think I did so many of them magnetized as well, like with lightning claws and power fists and chain swords. I did so many Vanguard veterans, only to find out that Vanguard veterans all now have heirloom weapons and all the magnetizing was wasted. But I mean, it's still cool to have. You can still choose how they look when you put them on the battlefield and stuff, right? So I don't know if it's. I don't think it's a waste of time. I think it's cool that you made the effort to do it. Alright, cool. We're almost there. 2 Redeemer conversions. I'm just gonna stick these models right on the side of the... So I'm gonna have bolters and flamers on my Redeemer. I know that technically makes it a little bit bigger, but I don't care. If at any point in the future the Crusader is viable again, then I can just say, oh, it's a Crusader. I did that on my Jump Captain, right? I just gave him 2 melee weapons and a pistol holster. So I'm like, he's got 2 melee weapons, so he can just have 2 melee weapons, and he's got the pistol that I decide to take on the day is in the holster, right? Hello, Killer, how you doing? At some point I'll buy a new mat. I actually think I've got a new mat. I've got a Diablo one that I bought a while ago, but I haven't used it. What do you think of the Ball Predator going Legends next edition? It's hard to know, man. It's like, it's so hard to know. Tanks haven't been going to Legends as quick as infantry models. But will a Rhino, for example, stay around forever? I mean, Death Guard have that silly Rhino, right? That like they can fit like 12 Plague Marines into, which makes like 0 sense right now, right? Because Plague Marines are giant models with bits sticking out all over them. I suppose in a way it's the same as Blade Guard. Like you can fit 14 Blade Guard inside a Land Raider. Who knows, I guess, is the answer, because the Blade Guard thing is weird, and I feel like the Blade Guard thing is weird, and the Death Guard thing is weird, so I don't know. Will they go Legends? Maybe. Do I have any idea? No. I think anything that you buy that is a Firstborn model, I think there's a small risk that it's not going to be viable at some point, right? Well, I mean, viable is probably the wrong word. It's not going to be legal, it's not going to have rules, whatever you want to call it. So I think the only thing I really want to do with these guys is maybe improve their jetpack bits on the back a little bit. Let's do that. Let's make them match these guys. And then let's get some transfers going. I need some yellow drops, which I've got. Yellow blood drops. Do I have a Stanley knife? I must have a Stanley knife in here, do I? Actually, don't know where it's at. Oh, I think I put it up high so the kids didn't find it. Michael, stop bashing, please. Yeah, I did put my knife up high. Is the knife my wife's? Yeah, I mean, all my hobby materials are like jerry-rigged from family members, yeah. Because people make fun of my hobby knife. My hobby knife's like 30 years old. And it was at one point like just like a kitchen knife, right? So yeah, I use like the cheapest. I don't spend any of my budget for Warhammer on tools. I use the cheapest, worst tools that there is, I guess. Yeah, I know that I should use better tools, but if I've got money, I'll probably buy models, right? Okay, I might take a few of these black ones as well. I wonder what knee pads I'm putting on the heavy intercessors. Maybe a skull on their knee pads would look pretty cool. Has anyone put, because I usually put a transfer on the left knee, right? Oh, not that one. Like this. Sometimes I've done skulls, sometimes I've done these stripes. For me, it's pretty random. I don't have like a set, like it's not like my faction require, or my, like I just pick one that would work, like, because this is the first squad of heavy intercessors. Whichever one I pick, I'll just use for every future squad of heavy intercessors, right? Yeah, my hobby knife was from my dad. Kevin, how you doing? Waiting for the Ball Flame Gladiator.
Yeah.
I heard there's a big rumor about Blood Angels getting a new set, isn't there? But I haven't heard anything about tanks in the rumor. The rumor all seems to be infantry, but then that makes sense because it always does seem to be infantry that get updated. Okay, I probably want like a red blood drop to finish this off. Like, Michael, stop bashing, please. The same question goes for a Vindicator. Is it worth buying a Vindicator? I mean, a Vindicator is a great tank. Is it going to survive the edition? That's a tough call, man. I would like it if the Vindicator survived the edition, but I guess nobody knows. I've used most of the red blood droplets off this. So at some point I guess I need another. Sellers bought a knife at the Games Workshop store. I've got so many of these sheets. Look at this. I'm looking for a red blood drop. I should probably finish one sheet before jumping to another, but I guess I don't know. Every second sheet has loads of. There's a Necromunda transfer. I don't know what that's doing there. I want a red one. I want a red blood drop. That's an old one. I'm convinced there will be a red blood drop. Where it will be is unknown. Ah, I found one. What's this? Blood Angels Terminators. Here's a red blood drop. You see if there's a better looking one than that. Oh, well, I've been using these other ones, Blood Angels Terminators. Blood Angels Death Company, there's some red blood drops as well. Which ones look like they've survived longer? This one says 1994, this one says 1993. The one from 1994 looks better. That is 30 years old, that transfer sheet. Can you believe that? The Vindicator will be fine for a while, thinks Jim. Yeah, it's impossible to tell, Phil, right? Oh, there's an old one. Blood Angels Tactical Squad. That's gone very yellow. That one is 31 years old. Okay. I don't have that many red blood drops left. I guess once I use the ones from those old kits, I'm screwed, I guess. Alright, I'll take one of these. You know, in the old transfer sheets, they leave so much space between them. The new transfer sheets, they're like packed in like crazy. It's so much harder to cut the new ones out than it is to cut the old ones out. I think I'm going to go for skulls on the knee, unless there's something better on this one. But I don't, because I've painted their knees black. I don't think there's any. I mean, we could do little 9s for the 9th Legion. Little skulls are little 9s. I mean, I've used skulls on other models. I've never used the little 9s. Oh, I have little red blood drops here as well. I'm wondering how easy the red will be able to see on the black though, because it's small. Whereas the skulls certainly pop out, right? Like the white on that one certainly pops out. Like, do you think the red will pop out? It'll be hard to see, I think. If you buy a tank and it goes Legends, it's kit bashing time. Yeah, or you just keep it, man. Some tournaments are running Legends. Oh, press the spacebar, Michael. The big one. This one. This big one here. Press this one. There you go. You did it.
You did it.
You did it.
You did it.
You did it, Michael. I don't think the grav tanks look cool at all. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind the Gladiator. The Repulsor looks a little bit too big. The Impulsor is just a transport. So... yeah, okay. I mean, I don't know why I don't know why I'm being precious over these ones. I'm just gonna try these 9s. If I don't like it, then I guess I'll not do it again. Yeah. Michael, please stop kicking the computer. The Stalker and the Hunter went to Legends. Yeah, but has anyone used the Stalker and the Hunter for years? Like, I cannot remember the last time I honestly saw either of them in a competitive game. Like, I've been back playing this hobby since maybe 5th edition is what Kev said. I don't think I've seen them since before, or since like 5th edition. Like, I definitely haven't seen them at all. Like in the last 10 years, probably. I think it would be safe to say. A hovering Land Raider would be cool. Hello, Go For It Painting, how you doing? Do you think they'll legend our Dreadnoughts? Personally, I'd be really upset if they did. I mean, they legended a bunch of dreadnoughts, didn't they? Because I had 2 Contemptor dreadnoughts, they're both legend. I had 2 Leviathan dreadnoughts, they're both legend. I had weapon options for both those guys as well, which is annoying. They legend a bunch of the Firstborn dreadnoughts as well, didn't they? Like the Venerable dreadnoughts and stuff. I just got an Ironclad dreadnought, they legend that as well. I'm probably going to run that Ironclad as a Death Company dreadnought proxy at some point, because I'm just sad that I lost my Ironclad. Shit, which way up would that... I think I've put this one. I think that this one should go in here. So I'm less confident. I mean, I think they're moving towards the Redeemer chassis. Whether or not Blood Angels get to keep their chapter-specific dreadnoughts is really tough to say, I guess, right? Do you want to keep them? How will you replace the Land Raider sponsons? I'm just going to stick these I'm just going to stick these in other holes, because Land Raiders typically have 2 doors for sponsons, right? So I'll just leave the Crusader bolters in there. If at some point in the future Crusader bolters become a good option, then I guess I could go back to them, but for now I don't really care about Crusaders at all, so I'm just gonna... I don't know anyone that's running a Crusader, really. Crispy just cracked open a brand new Redeemer. Yeah, I mean, I would have bought a new Redeemer, but the cost of it was just so high, man, so that's why I went to eBay. You get some really good quality stuff on eBay now. Look at this. Do you need help, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah? Hands down. Hands down. Here you go. Better? You good? My son just keeps taking his headphones off. I think it'll take them a lot longer to replace all the Firstborn tanks. Because they've... Yeah, I don't know, man. I think that's the thing that annoys people the most. Right? It's like, people want to know what's happening in the future so they know where to buy and not want to get screwed by buying something that becomes rubbish. Or buying something that's no longer viable. But then... the problem is Games Workshop still need to sell those things because, you know, they obviously... every single Games Workshop store in the UK or in the world could have some Land Raiders on the shelf. In fact, they probably do. So if, let's just say for argument's sake, they wanted to discontinue the Land Raiders, they don't want to just take all that stock and throw it in the bin, do they? They want to sell it first. But yeah, I think that's the thing that upsets people, because people want to know... like, people don't want to be like... there we go, that's where it should have been. I hid it too far forward. Okay. Oh shit, that one's not quite stuck yet. Alright, let's leave these to dry for a bit. I'm quite pleased with those, though. I can always grab my Land Raider afterwards once they're dry and see how well they look like they're going to stick. Or how well they're going to fit. Jason says, right now we look at 2.5 years for like how long you'll have it before it potentially is unviable, or that's probably the safest way to look at it. As much as it sucks to say it. Are they 3D printed? I don't know. Well, yeah, they must be because they came from Etsy. So, if they are 3D printed, they're some of the best 3D prints I've ever seen. There is like tiny little bits of flash left in them. Yeah, maybe they're 3D prints. I don't know. If they are 3D print, I just bought them from Etsy. They were like $10, or $10 plus $3.50 postage. It was Etsy. If you want me to get the listing for you, I can easily find it. Yeah, the Dark Angels lost all their land speeders, Robert said. Yeah, the Dark Angels players were not really happy about that, from my understanding as well. Seemed like there was a few upset Dark Angels players, that's for sure. Alright, I need a paintbrush. Paintbrush. Need some more. Marcus, hello! You want to see the listing? Alright, one sec. Let me show you my desktop and what we're looking at. Overhead camera. So I just went to Etsy, I think. Land Raider Redeemer? Is this it? It was this one. And you just went a set. So you're gonna get, basically it's like a double sponson, right? So like, because it came with two more. So like you could literally you could make each side have 4 flamers like that. Oh, you can't see that right now, because... Yeah, so it came with like 2 more of these flamers. I just put the one on the outside, and then I stuck a bit of a flame tank from another model underneath. But yeah, I did read the reviews, and someone said it almost fit... This is the review that convinced me. Awesome quality, and it fits nearly perfectly into the existing Land Raider. Michael, come on, man. Michael! Don't bash, okay? You see it, yeah. Well, I'll let you play. How about you play with Chewbacca the bobblehead? Yeah? Okay, you play with bobblehead Chewbacca. So yeah, it seems... Once they're dry, I'll go get my Land Raider and I'll see how well they look like they're going to fit into it. So you can decide if you think it's good quality. But yeah, I just didn't want to pay like $60 for a new Land Raider, man. And I have a Crusader that literally has no play at the moment because it's kind of garbage. So, Michael, don't bash, please. God. 2-year-olds are like speaking to brick walls, honestly, man. Michael, stop bashing, please. The sponsons would look cool on a Spartan or Proteus. Yeah, they probably would actually. So I'm gonna paint like the bottom rim section of these metal, I think, based on the other ones that I've done for my other intercessors. So I just want these guys to match. So we'll give them a quick coat of Dawnstone
We'll give them a quick coat of lead belcher, and maybe we'll wash them. I should have probably done these all at the same time, but I don't know why. I think I was being lazy. I think I hadn't decided what I was going to do with their backpack exhausts, honestly. So, if I'd done this at the right time, these guys would be finished. But you know what? There's probably other little bits on the models that need finished, so I'll work on that. If there's time, I'll get some transfers on. If not, I guess I'll get the transfers on next time. But and we'll hopefully finish these heavy intercessors in the next week or so. But yeah, it's taken me forever to do these guys. I do quite enjoy painting Gravis Marines though. These guys are, I think, and maybe next I'm going to paint a Land Raider. Might actually paint the Redeemer next, because the Redeemer is like a staple in my list at the moment. It doesn't get dropped, right? Hello, Todd. AFox says my son is the same, 2 years old. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? It's a great age too. You have so much fun with them, but you also tell them the same thing 15 million times. I'm going to play Drukhari on Wednesday night this week. And it's going to be Andrew, who just went like, he was very close to winning a GT with his Drukhari. Went 4-0. So I'm very curious to see how the Blood Angels will do against a 4-0 type Drukhari list. Because last time we played Drukhari, it was like, was it a 5-point win? And it literally came down to the fact that I got a card in my final turn that scored 5 points, and Andrew got a card in his final turn that didn't score any points. So although I won the game, it was literally just the card draw in the turn 5 that shaped the whole game, right? But yeah, the new Drukhari detachment seems a lot better. But I'm really pleased with the Blood Angels list that I've got at the moment as well, like the Sons of Sanguinius list. I think I've got the balance between, because I think in 10th edition you need some shooting, and I think I've got the balance in that list of shooting models. I think I've got it like damn near perfect, it seems. Older kids listen no better. Great. Giving me confidence for the future, Jason. Thanks.
Yeah.
I did actually order that new Star Wars card game that's supposed to come out yesterday, but Element Games failed me this week and didn't send it early enough, so it didn't come. I checked the tracking today, but there's been like no update. So I'm a little bit sad about that, but I was going to be in no rush to play it, I guess. Marcus says he's liking the Crusader. Throw 6 Blade Guard plus 2 characters and then 3 Eradicators. I guess Crusader has a 16 capacity, doesn't it? But the problem with the Crusader is, like, what does it kill? I mean, the 2 extra capacity is nice, but the Redeemer's Flamers are just, they're no joke, man. Did you see, I play against Eldar this week, I killed like 7 of his 10 Dire Avenger squad in Overwatch. So he had a 10-man squad move on to an objective, and I just flamed the living hell out of them and killed 7 of them. I mean, it could have killed the whole squad. The only reason it didn't kill the whole squad is because... Michael, stop bashing, okay? The only reason it didn't kill the whole squad is because he had an invulnerable save. If he didn't have the invulnerable save on 5-up, I think it actually would have statistically killed the whole squad. Which I guess is why the Redeemer is so expensive in points, because it will like just flip things like that for you. Where it's like, oh, the Redeemer just wiped your whole squad in Overwatch. That's pretty big. Well, you can fit 14 guys inside a Crusader. Sorry, 16 inside a Crusader and 14 inside a Redemptor. So if you wanted to put 2 6-man squads, each led by a character inside a single Redemptor of Blade Guard, that's valid. Just I don't know anyone that's got that many Blade Guard. I think out of all the Space Marine players that I know, I think I probably have the most Blade Guard. I think I have 11. I know it's a random number, but I got some of them from that magazine. So I think I would need 1 more Blade Guard. Obviously you can't buy them in ones. I wonder if I could do a conversion with the Blade Guard Ancient and like a random Storm Shield actually. Yeah, maybe I should do that. Just so I've got the option of 12 Blade Guard, because I do have 2 Judiciars. And I think the Judiciar with the Blade Guard is kind of very nice. It's very difficult to charge for infantry models. Hey, folk just painted 12, there you go. You can probably find a lieutenant with a shield. Yeah, I know I've got some shields from the Crimson Paladins, because I bought a set of 5 Crimson Paladins shields. So I've definitely got a couple spare Storm Shields from the Crimson Paladins. Alright, once I've got the paint on all these guys, I'll go and get the Land Raider and see how these doors look like see how these sponsons look like they'll fit. You okay, Mike? I think I noticed when I was painting these guys the other night as well, I think one of them I forgot to paint the forearm of his right arm. Maybe it was this, was it this one? No. Maybe it's this one. No, so was it the last one? Yeah, I think there was maybe just a tiny bit of shading in there that I forgot to do. It happens. What color did you do your Blade Guard? Did you do them red, or did you do something different? You could use the Blade Guard Captain as the Sergeant. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'd probably have that Blade Guard Captain. I've never run him. I guess I always, when I look at characters, most of the time I always end up going for jump pack variants of the characters. It's very rare that we do foot versions, isn't it? There has to be like a clear purpose to have the foot squad to end up running the foot squad, I guess. And usually the clear purpose for Blood Angels is to move fast and hit hard. Guys, if you get 2 seconds today, can you hit the like button for me just to get some more likes on the stream? That would be super appreciated. Red, black, gold, silver. Sounds cool. Oh, flesh tearers. Okay, cool. I take it you run them in Sons of Sanguinius detachment, do you? I mean, I guess they're okay in Gladius as well. Right, don't bash Michael, please. The Blade Guard Captain was indeed in the Indomitus box, yeah. I think he, well, I mean, he's not called a Blade Guard Captain, he's just a Primaris Captain with a Storm Shield. I think, right?
Well, that's stop right there.
What's that, Mike? Oh, is that Darth Vader up there?
Yeah.
Oh, you like Darth Vader, don't you? Yeah? What's he got in his hand? Does he have a laser sword?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Laser.
A laser sword.
Laser.
Yeah, that's a Space Marine up there, Mike.
Laser.
Yeah, he has got lasers. He's got a big sword, yeah.
Laser.
Yeah. You like
Go. No. What's that?
What's that? That's a Space Marine.
It's a name.
Can we put on the next episode of your Spidey and Friends?
Out. Need to be out.
You want to come out?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Luke, you watch one more episode. Daddy will finish this. I may have to go here in a little bit. What's Do you want to go play, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright, well, can you watch this one of Spidey? And then we'll go play. One more Spidey, okay? Okay?
No.
No, okay. Watch one more Spidey and then we'll go play. So that's me on that's me told. To be fair, he's been very good.
Wah wah wah.
Wah wah wah. I actually need to buy some more white spray actually this week to get these Land Raider doors sprayed in. So probably I'll probably buy the spray paint on like Monday or Tuesday because there's a shop in town near where I work. So I probably won't have the Land Raider doors stuck on the Land Raider for this week. But the doors are made now, so that's a something. And honestly, beyond like fine little bits and bobs here, I'm going to be finished these these heavy intercessors very soon. There will be a battle report on Wednesday, yeah. We're doing Drukhari this week, and then hopefully maybe do Death Guard the week after, because I feel like if we can beat Drukhari and then Death Guard, then I know my list has some legs. Because I've been running the same list now for 3 weeks, and I do really like it, and it does have a double Predator Destructor in it, which is crazy. Nobody else except me likes Predator Destructors, but I like them a lot. I think they're really good. I mean, I ran a Predator Destructor at the start of 10th edition in my Gladius list. And I liked them in Gladius, but I think I just dropped them because everybody told me, like, why are you running Predator Destructors? You shouldn't be running them, they're not good, right? So I dropped them because other people told me that not to run them, basically. And then I guess that's something you should never do. If you're running something and you're enjoying it and you think it's good, you shouldn't, and people tell you don't run it.
Like that.
Okay, you need help with your headphones?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right, can you sit round, have a drink of water, watch a little bit more Spidey,
Pepe.
and then we'll play.
Daddy.
We'll play after this episode of Spidey.
Daddy.
Yeah, well, the reason I actually put the 2 Predators into my list was to deal with Death Guard Terminators, right? Because the Destructor has
Mom.
48 inches.
Paddy, no.
More Spider-Man, yeah?
Paddy.
48 inches on the last cannons, 48 inches on the autocannons, and they get 1 additional point of AP when they're shooting at infantry. So I really put the Predators into the list to basically shoot. I actually wanted originally to put 2 Ballistus Dreadnoughts into the list, because I feel like glass cannons from the Ballistus Dreadnoughts and crack missiles from the Ballistus Dreadnoughts are pretty good at killing elite infantry as well, and you know, for only 280 points you basically get, what, 4 las cannons with baked in rerolls, and you get 4 las cannons with baked in rerolls, and you get the 4 crack missiles and baked in rerolls. I think that's pretty cheap for 280 points. But I didn't have 280 points in the list, I only had 260. And having run Predator Destructors in my Gladius list and liked them, even though no one else runs them and everybody else tells me that they're bad units, they do get 1 more AP against infantry. And basically every failed save at -2 is a dead Terminator, right? You got Hunter Killer Missile in there, you got Stormbolter on there. I really do not. What am I trying to say? I don't think Predator Destructors are bad at all for what you pay for them. So they're like a niche unit that nobody else runs, but I run them. But yeah. So I built my list actually to face Death Guard, but Colin had a bit of a family emergency, like whatever night it was, like 2 weeks ago, that we had to cancel the battle report last minute. Colin had a family emergency. So I think everything's good now, so hopefully we can redo that battle report. And I can actually play the list that I built to play against Death Guard. So I just kept the same list for the game against Eldari and the game against who did I beat last week? Grey Knights, because I built the list, and although I built it to be good against Death Guard, I didn't build it as like a more generic, like this could be my next tournament list. It wasn't like this list is only good against Death Guard and I'm building it to only fight Death Guard. No, I built it like it was going to be my next tournament list, I guess. And here's the thing, I always run weird stuff to tournaments that no one else is running, because I don't like... I'm not a sheep, I guess, in terms of like... I don't like just going, this is the best list that everybody should be running, and I'm just going to copy it, right? Like, I've always liked making up my own army lists. It's probably one of the reasons that I do the army list show every week, because it gives me inspiration, it lets me see other people's stuff, but like I never copy other people's lists. I never copy lists from the internet. Always try and put like a little bit of my own take on them, right? You've got 50 days for 45 infantry models before my second child gets born. Oh dude, once your second child gets born, you thought it was bad after having one child born? When I had one child born, I painted 2 or 3 times a week. Since I've had 2, it's like once a week. If I'm lucky. And like, for example, this week my one painting stream is literally with Michael sat right next to me, bashing the table and doing 2-year-old things, I guess. I wouldn't change it though. But yeah. I'm slow. That's why I'm not interested in starting up another army or another hobby that requires painting. I think maybe in the future when my kids want to paint with me, I think that's something that would be cool to do on a weekend. But you know, a lot of the guys in Plastic Crackheads are starting playing the old world, and I'm like, I just don't think I have time to commit to old world, so I'm just not going to bother. I'm sure it's fun. It looked like they played it for the first time this week, and I think they both had fun. They said there was scatter dice involved. They said it reminded them of like 2nd edition 40k. Good afternoon, Ardy. Michael, what are you doing? Don't be biting that, please. You'll break Annabella's headphones. Don't be biting that, okay? You look away for 2 seconds. Ah, kids, man. How are you, Ardy? The next thing you know, Michael will be 15. Yeah, I know time goes very, very quick, man, doesn't it? Time in general. Someone told me once, time marches relentlessly onward, and that really is how time works, right? Well, we're 3 months into the year almost, aren't we? It's like March already. I heard an interesting theory that said, like, time goes faster as you're older because time is less of your life. Like, if you think about it, when you're younger, let's say you've only been alive 5 years, then like 5 weeks proportionally is a very long time, right? Because you've only been alive for like 5 years, so 5 weeks is actually like 1% of your entire life or something like that. Whereas when you're older, a year of your life proportionally could be much smaller period of time, right? Because you're a lot older, so it's less of your overall. So that's why people say time goes faster when you're older. I don't think time goes faster. I think what happens is it's proportionally less or more of your life when you're younger, right? It's an interesting theory. I think it probably holds some weight. I've had so many list submissions this week, it's been ridiculous, by the way. I put out a post saying if you missed your list submission, to resubmit it. And I think people took that as, let's just submit a list. So there's probably honestly been like 20 list submissions this week. So tomorrow on the Army List show, we'll do 6 as we normally do. So there's a good chance, I guess, if you submit a list this week, you're probably not going to be on the show this week. Maybe we need to prioritise channel members this week, and then other people will come next week. Because there's been, like, every day there's been like 5 submissions. It's been insane. Because I put up a post saying, like, I'm back after my PC's exploded, basically. Let me know if I haven't reviewed your list recently, post it here and I'll get to it. And everybody took that as a, let me just post a list real quick. Which is fine, it's good to have lists to go over, I guess. Yeah, I'm sure we're going to have more problems in the future. I know we are. Alright, let me grab the Land Raider and see what these doors look like. I watched a video by the Art of War guys reviewing Reziel's list. They have a very different take on Blood Angels than I have, right? They just want to be all about jump units and all about battle predators, which is fine, but I much prefer what I'm running at the moment than what Art of War came up with. I think I actually prefer Reziel's original list over what Art of War came up with. Let me grab Land Raider. Don't judge me by how unpainted this Land Raider is. I never really want to paint the Land Raiders. In a minute, Michael, okay? We're just going to see what a Land Raider looks like. Chill your beans, man. Right, so this is the Crusader that's unpainted as all hell. And then this is the new Sponson. Oh, look, it fits in there absolutely perfectly. Probably fits in there well enough that...
Daddy.
Yes, sweetheart. I know you're bored. We're gonna go and play something, okay? Just showing my stream. Get you out, yeah, we'll get you out of that chair in just 1 second. Look at that, it actually fits in so well. I don't even need to glue it or anything. Let's just push fit it in there. I mean, I guess that would like chip off some of the paint over time, but I could... that's gonna be super easy to glue in there. And now I've got a Crusader. I'm probably gonna paint that actually before I glue it in though. So that, this obviously needs painted as well, but maybe I'll paint these. I'll get these 2 things sprayed. And then I'll get that painted. So if anyone's needing to get Redeemer turrets, if you can't find them on Etsy and you want me to link you direct to the listing, I guess, just put a message in Discord, tag me, and I can easily get the listing. I easily share it. It was like $10 and then $3.50 postage. So that's a cheap way of converting your Redeemer to... sorry, cheap way of converting another Land Raider to Redeemer. Those things look perfect. Whew. Good. I love it when a plan comes together. Magnetize it? How would you even magnetize it? Well, where would you put the magnets? I mean, I think I'm just going to stick both sets of guns on it, and then I'll just tell my opponent, oh, that's a Redeemer or that's a Crusader, right? That's good. I just need to get some white spray to get those things sprayed then. I might need some red spray as well. Are you all done, Michael? You have sat for 1 hour 20 minutes watching Spider-Man. You have done so well, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah? You've been watching Spider-Man, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I all done Spider-Man.
You were all done with Spider-Man. Do you need your nappy changed? I think I feel a nappy change coming. No?
No.
We're gonna sit on the potty?
No.
No. Yes, you will. Yes, you will.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. You've done so well. Daddy got to build lots of models. Lots of models. When you're bigger, you're going to help me. Do you want to hold one? Oh, it's a Space Marine. Can you say that?
Happy.
Space Marine. Try again.
Happy.
Space Marine. Yeah. Right. We're going to end this stream. We'll tell the people we'll do their show, army show tomorrow, and we'll wave to them. Look at the camera. Do we say bye-bye?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Say see you later. See you later. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope you have a good Saturday. We're gonna go play. Do you want to play trains? Yeah, we'll make the Duplo train. Yeah? Okay. Okay. Sounds way more fun than 40k, doesn't it? Not. Not. Not.
Yeah.
Not.
It's not.
Alright, you jump down.
Jump down.
Alright, just wait. Don't go to the stairs without Daddy. Alright. Guys, have a great afternoon. I'll see you tomorrow evening. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. Right, let me put this off. You did so well, Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay,
You did so well. What did you do? You were so good.
Am I so good?
You are so good.
Am I so good?
Right, you hold this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let Daddy turn his computer off, okay? Nope, careful you're not bashing, yeah? Are you bashing again? Say, Daddy, I'm not bashing.
I'm not the Batman.
You're not the Batman?
No,
No.
I'm not Batman.
You're not Batman.